So, how do you think America became the greatest economic nation without?
Not through black people.
Oh, it wasn't.
When it comes to some of these white nationalists, I don't know if they care about the research, ignorant to the research, or ignorant when it comes to the research of the history of this land. Now, we have a white nationalist today when it comes to this future clip saying that how the lighter pigmented, non-melanated person of this land do not only don't need, excuse me, only does not need melanated people of this land, but any race of this land. So after we allow him to give his little spiel, we'll get into this, and then we'll get into another clip having a white man saying that we did actually build this country.
In your video, you said we don't need them; they need us. Who's they?
Yes.
Who's they?
The white people ultimately don't need other races in order to succeed, in order to be ourselves. Absolutely not.
So, how do you think America became the greatest economic nation without?
Not through black people.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't because of free labor.
Are you talking about slavery?
No, I'm talking about slavery and also what happened after slavery, which Douglas Blackmun talked about, slavery by another name. So I'm trying to understand, when you say didn't need it, how do you think America became the greatest economy that it did? How do you think that happened?
Through the genius of Europeans.
How was the genius of Europeans when the fact of the matter is it was actually King Cotton that supplied the economic means for America to do so? And that was a result of free labor from black people.
Look, the whole point here is that who creates these systems, who creates these business models and businesses?
Slavery was a business model?
Well, yes, it was a business model, yeah.
And was that one that you like or dislike?
I dislike.
You dislike?
Yeah, I absolutely reject it.
Okay,
yeah.
so but you deny the reality, though,
no,
that's what allowed America to become the economic power, because America supplied 91% of the world's cotton, and so as a result of that, that's how America was able to fund the Industrial Revolution. It was because of free labor from black people.
The Industrial Revolution originated in Britain, and it originated in the countryside of Britain, where there were absolutely no slaves.
I said the money generated from that. But I asked you again, okay? You said we don't need anybody else.
No.
But the reality is, America history proves you wrong. The fact of the matter is, there is no great America. You can't sit here and talk about that greatness without other people making that happen.
We could have figured out another way to pick cotton.
Who?
I mean, white people could have figured out another way to
Y'all tried that,
get
didn't
cotton.
work. Yeah, I mean,
We do it now. We've done it previously.
I don't know what books you read, but no, that's actually not what happened. But you said y'all would have figured it out, but you didn't.
When it comes to this, we could just take a quick look at this. And ever since the European descended, lighter pigmented, non-melanated person walked onto this land, they've always needed people of other races, other ethnicities, whatever, anything that's not of European descendants, always. So we take a quick look over here. The U.S. has always needed other people, period. In the 1600s, indigenous nations kept the settlers alive. Now, if you know about the 13 colonies, that's where everything was built up on the East Coast, and they were having trouble feeding themselves, almost to the point of cannibalism, some researchers say. And the indigenous Native Americans helped these people survive. Okay, and without them, they could not even have survived over here. All right, so when you move to 1619 through 1865, of course, that becomes black labor built them. They enacted the Slave Act, making slavery hereditary, right? After the I want to say the Beacon Rebellion, right? They became scared after the Beacon Rebellion, and then they made slavery specifically racial. All right. When you go to the 1800s, the Chinese and the black labor built the railroads. All right. No transactional railroad without Chinese workers taking the jobs. White laborers refused. No southern railroads without black and Irish labor. All right. So they couldn't have done it without black people, and they couldn't have done it without Chinese when it comes to the railroads. All right. The black soldier saved the Union when it comes to the Civil War. I mean, we could just, you just keep going, right? Then you got the early 1900s with the black migration power of the factories. That's That's where the Black Americans filled the gap for the Detroit, Chicago, Pittsburgh, when all the factories and industrial were really going pretty heavy. Then you got the World War I, World War II. They say every race fought this for this country. Filipino, Mexican American, Native American, Japanese American, and of course, over 1 million black soldiers. All right. Now you got post Civil War to now, the prison, slavery, and the 13th Amendment allowed forced labor as capital punishment, but we know who gets the brunt of that one.
Black men, I think we need you. I think America needs you. Okay? And I know it's unfair.
Man, shut your bitch ass up. How dare y'all? How dare a white man come on here and talk about black men being a hero when we did our job? We did our job. Okay? Why is there no videos circulating of y'all going at y'all granddaddies? Why are y'all not pressuring your uncles and your dads and all these other white men that voted for Trump? Why are y'all not going at them? Why are y'all coming over here? And we understand why. Black people understand why. Because if there's any change that's going to happen, black people are normally at the forefront of it. Sorry, we're taking a break. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is this. I'm not against any black people that want to go out there and protest or anything like that. I'm not against it. But the truth of the matter is, for y'all to get on this social media and try to petition black people, to try to guilt black people, and know that at the end of this, we never get anything out of it. Nah. And again, it's it's the audacity, bro. It's like the audacity of seeing these videos constantly of just white people like pleading with black people to protest or to get out there, especially knowing that they're targeting us too. Especially knowing that Donald Trump has the military out here in these black predominant cities trying to get us to seem like we're violent.
All right, we out.